What is up, guys? Welcome back to yet another anime news bit. I'm going to get you guys fully caught up on the anime news of today, including some updates on oddtaxi. Apparently, they don't want that to die. We have an update for Eminence and Shadow, the anime adaptation, as well as some big layoffs in Crunchyroll's department, but we're going to get into all of that stuff, including some more, so if you're interested in any of this news, stay tuned. For our first bit of news, the official Twitter account for Birdiewing Golf Girls Story. The second season is going to be premiering on April 7th, so this is not delaying again. It's already delayed from winter into spring, but it looks like they have an official day set for it, so good news there. For our second bit of news, we have the official website for Otaku Elf manga has revealed a second promo for the anime adaptation. This second promo has revealed an April 7th premiere, so another show for the spring season. Definitely one that I'm looking forward to. Reminds me a lot of Inari Konkon Koi Roha. Definitely different, but it does have the whole thing of like the shrine and something in there that's an otaku. But yeah, basically a girl that works at a shrine, and that shrine apparently has some sort of goddess within it, but it actually is an elf that's like immortal and a super otaku. So definitely looking forward to that one. It looks cute. The PV definitely has me a lot of hope for the series. Moving on, Square Enix has announced that Mr. Villain's Day Off manga is getting a TV anime adaptation. It's going to be done by Shin-E Animation and Synergy SP. The synopsis is an evil organization from another planet is trying to take over Earth. An extraterrestrial from the organization named General tirelessly fights against Earth's defenders every single day in a battle of life and death. However, today is his day off. Okay. All right. That's very anticlimactic synopsis, but we'll see how that one goes. For our next bit, the official website for the original anime project High Speed Atole has revealed a visual and a 2024 debut. This is like the second race car original show that we've got announced here recently, so it's kind of interesting. The show follows a character, Rin Rindo. Rin once had a dream of becoming a ballet dancer, but had to give up on that dream due to injury. Afterwards, she became a NEET and a gamer who lived her life in grandmother's house. But one day, she is suddenly thrown into a world of racing. The anime takes place in the near future where the latest technology has made it so vehicles can travel 500 kilometers or 310 miles per hour safely and securely. A next generation race event called Next Race is born, which changes the world of racing. Next Racing features AI controlled support and revo burst mechanisms. A newcomer in Rin's A newcomer, and this is a lot of stupid jargon, a newcomer named Rin Rendo will make her debut in Next Race and will further revolutionize the sport. I wonder if she's going to use her gamer stuff in her AIs and make it super cool. But yeah, we'll see how that turns out. That sounds like a multimedia project. It's got to be a multimedia project. It does have a collaboration with Formula Racing, so there we go. I don't know. We'll see. Interesting. Moving on, the Isarabi Inc. has revealed that Kizuno No Alade will be premiering on April 3rd, so another spring show. They released a new PV highlighting songs Mirai Wave and Yosuga, so definitely check that out if you're a fan of Kizuno. I've said it before, but I'm putting very little expectation of this just because I'm not a hyper VTuber fan anymore. Our next bit of news, Kodansha has announced that I Shall Survive Using Potions light novel is getting a TV anime adaptation. This is set to premiere in 2023, and the synopsis is one day the supervisor in charge of watching over Earth was taking care of distortion when they made a mistake that caused Kaoru Nagase to lose her physical body. Not only that, but they reincarnated her into a different, less culturally advanced world as the only thing they could offer for her. Not one to take this turn of events sitting down, Kaoru makes a demand: the power to create potions at any time she pleases, with whatever effects she wants to have. And it doesn't stop there either. She asked for a magical item box, the ability to understand and speak other languages, and the same body she had back when she was 15 years old. Using her newfound power, she has to make her life in this new world. Definitely sounds interesting. I think a while back, like 3 years ago or so, we were having a podcast where I mentioned it would be really cool to have a sort of, I don't know, a potion using adventure type of story, because something that I've always been fascinated with ever since like Final Fantasy Tactics, this idea of using potions for like multiple uses, or Ultima Online too. But yeah, definitely sounds cool. Moving on. The official Twitter account for oddtaxi has announced that the anime is inspiring a new project. Yes, they can't let it die. I won't put the actual key art they released for it, but yes, Root, R-O-O-T or R-O-U-T, I guess however you want to say it, Root of oddtaxi. It's basically the idea of like R-O as root and then the big O and the big T as oddtaxi. Or you can flip it because it's inside of a river mirror and it could be two. I don't know. But this project so far is launching a new manga. So look forward to that. You can check out the actual cover for it if you want to. Like I said, it's technically spoilers, so look for that as you wish. I, as always, recommend checking out the original anime TV series, because ever since then, it's been nothing. It's been nothing. The movie was terrible. It was a terrible retelling of the original TV series, and what answers it did give us was in the cast scroll with some stills. I don't want any more. Just please let Odd Taxi die. I have zero confidence in them ever doing something else with this project. Just leave it as the original TV series and never touch it again. But that's just me ranting. So, I don't know. I'll probably check this out. I have zero expectations for it, but if it doesn't work out, fool me twice, shame on me. Moving on, the Twitter account for anime adaptation of Under Ninja has revealed a new visual which premieres an October date. So looking forward to that one. Finally get an actual season at least, so we know it's coming in fall. Definitely another one that I've been looking forward to. Our next bit, the official Twitter account for Musume Pretty Dirby has announced the anime's third season will premiere in 2023. So here comes another season of it. They released a new promo for it as well as a visual. The YouTube channel also began streaming a promo for Road to the Top Net Anime. So this will be premiering on YouTube on April 16th. So if you're looking for some filler until then, definitely check that one out. One of the biggest news of this week, during a live stream event, it was announced that the Eminence and Shadow will be getting a second season. So surprise to nobody, thanks to certain groups. I think the whole having big announcement in the docket for the live stream kind of indicated that there was going to be another season announced. But yes, the staff will be returning to work on the project at Studio Nexus. Sad news for Crunchyroll streaming service. It has been reported that they have laid off 85 employees. According to ANN, one employee stated that these layoffs include people from different countries and was primarily marketing and engineering sectors. Rahul Parini has recently stated in an email on February 16th that the layoffs were part of integration between Funimation Crunchyroll staff. Which, yes, when this first whole buyout happened, that was my initial expectations, even though they usually typically say, don't worry, nobody's getting laid off. It's always after a while when you start to merge sectors, because you don't want a marketing team for Funimation and a marketing team for Crunchyroll. Eventually, you're going to have to get rid of one of them. Otherwise, you just have a lot of redundant roles. At the same time, it's really sad news. I've been a part of a company where they did have some sort of buyout, and we were able to keep all of our staff just because they kept all that stuff either separate or they try to kind of move them into different roles. Innovate different roles so that you can kind of keep everybody around. But that doesn't always work for a lot of people because it sometimes requires them to change their actual job to do something else. And if you're an engineer or if you're a part of marketing, you want to keep doing that role. Either way, very unfortunate news for everybody involved. Hopefully they land on their feet somewhere else. Maybe some of those marketing people can go to High Dive and help AMC improve their image. I don't think this is a doom and gloom thing for Crunchyroll. Honestly, like I said, this is something I've been expecting ever since the buyout. When the buyout happened, you essentially had double up of every single role, and eventually you have to get rid of that doubling up. And in the end, nobody wins. It was kind of sad, but funny at the same time, this mentioned that it's not about cost saving, it's about integration. It's like, but that you're saving money. So yes, it is cost saving. Otherwise, you'd find other roles for them. So whatever. Moving on, manga translator Kumar, I'm going to butcher this and I apologize beforehand, Siva Subramania, has announced on Twitter that he will stop translating Cipher Academy after its 13th chapter. And you might be wondering why. Well, this manga happens to be the one by Nisioisin and Yuji Iwasaki. So for those that don't know, Nisioisin does a lot of really crazy kanji and wordplay. So apparently he got to a point where he's like, this is just not translatable anymore. Like, it just is, it's an impossibility to translate into English without losing all of its context, which, in my opinion, hats off. I mean, the ability for a translator to realize me translating this to English or whatever language is going to ruin the context of this. And you can't do it. It's still going to continue on. They've already announced they have a replacement arranged by Viz Media and Manga Plus, and they've announced that there won't be a delay, so it does seem like they have somebody to come in and replace them. But again, I more cite this news because I think it's really nice to see a translator say, you know, look, I can't do this. Like, whatever I change this is not going to be good. And finally, our last piece of news we have, I just thought I'd leave it to the end, just to get the bad news right at the end. The official website for Technoroid Overmind anime has announced a delay of its 8th episode, which will be now airing on March 1st. So is that 8 or is that 9 for winter? I've lost track at some point. I know it's like 17th delay that we've had in the last like 3 months. So anime industry, you need to fix something. That's it. That's all the news I have for you guys for today. If you like this video, make sure to go down below and hit that like button. Leave me a comment. Let me know what's the most interesting news in this news bit for you. Additionally, if you're new to the channel, make sure that subscribe button so you get all my content. I do news reviews, first impressions, top list. If it's anime, it's pretty much here. Additionally, if you want to support the channel more, we have a Patreon link, tips link, and a super thanks button down below. I greatly appreciate everybody it does, and y'all take care.